And today we are going to be talking about everything, anything, and all things. I am dressed up as an angel of death because today for our school it is homecoming week and we get to dress up as characters of the first letter of our name. Next to me is Skylar. Would you like to tell us what you're dressed up as?
I'm a spirit.
And Dallas?
I'm Dallas.
Well, today our first topic is going to be about a series of movies on Hulu called Into the Dark. One of my favorites is Uncanny Annie. I just recently watched it over the weekend. This is a trigger warning, like if you're 13 and under and you can't handle scary themes, please skip the next 10 seconds of this video. Uncanny Annie is a movie about 4 teenagers who go over to a haunted house party and they have a game. Normally in these kind of movies we see Ouija boards. Well, this one was the first one I hadn't seen. Well, the box is called Annie. In this box, you have game cards, and then, it's just like a regular board game. If you win, if you do the duel, you put the pieces together. Well, you have to spell the word Annie. Well, the further you go into it, the harder it gets. And the harder it gets, the more gory it gets.
What do you mean the harder it gets?
So in one of the, I don't want to spoil it, but one of the challenges, the first 2 challenges were kind of easy. And then it just shot out of nowhere. So
it tells you to do things in the real world to progress the game?
Yes. When you start the game, you have to agree to play. You have to have your players, you pick your people, and then after the first person draws a card, nothing happens. Okay? And then the further you go on. However, the box, somehow in the movie, flipped the house into the box. So they were in this, different dimension. But they were still in their universe. So, they could walk out their porch and feel the concrete in front of their ground, but they couldn't see anything but dark.
Huh.
It was really cool. But don't step out into the dark. Don't step out into the dark. That's...
Is that like putting the game?
No, yeah. But you'll also be, forfeiting your life.
Yeah. We don't want to...
You don't want to do that.
Die. Okay?
Well, in the movie. This is a hypothetical situation.
Yes. This cannot actually happen to you.
If this ever happens to you, don't step out into the dark.
Yeah.
Whatever you do.
I don't see this actually happening.
It's a big no-no.
If you find a game called Uncanny Annie, don't open the box.
Don't play it.
Don't do it. Just throw it away, put it underneath something, throw some holy water on it, do something with it. Just don't open the box. And Skylar here is going to be talking about another thing.
Yes. So, coming up in
3 weeks.
Coming up in about 2 or 3 weeks, we have our awesome Halloween show directed by none other than Jonathan Lance.
Yeah!
And we are doing 10 Ways to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse, and I'm narrator too. Very happy with
our fellow classmate, Carson, who normally sits in this seat, who's taking his ACT, will be narrator 1.
Yes.
So
basically, the show 10 Ways to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse is about a group of 4 survivors, and then you have the 2 narrators, and the narrators basically give different scenarios as to different ways you can survive the zombie apocalypse. So, just brief sneak peek, there is one of the scenarios is romance the zombies.
Ooh, romancing dead people.
Yes.
That'll set right.
One of them is join the zombies. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. October 30th and 31st, guys. We have 3 shows in total. So for the 30th, we have one at 2 o'clock and one at 7. And then on the 31st, we have 1 show and it's at 2. So it'd be great if you guys could show up. Admission is $5.
Come out and support our troops in fighting the zombie apocalypse. Woo! And with Dallas, what would you like to tell us?
I am very interested in a new game coming out called Far Cry 6. Now, I've been playing a lot of Far Cry's. I've played all of them all the way down to 2, and it's just one of my favorite video game franchises. It's basically an open world, and in almost every single one, you have to work to take down a tyrannical leader of some sort with like a resistance. Far Cry 6 takes place in the fictional Caribbean island of Yara. They say it is inspired by Cuba, and it's also described as the largest Far Cry play space of the entire series. So I'm very excited about that. Sadly, it was bought out by Epic Games, so you will not be able to buy it on Steam. You'll have to either buy it on the Epic Games Store or the Ubisoft Store if you're playing on a computer, but it is available to all consoles. It comes out in 2 days. You can pre-order it now, or whenever this video comes out, it might be out today. Or from what I've seen, you play as the first canonically female protagonist in a Far Cry game. In Far Cry 5, you could choose between them, and they were silent, but it wasn't like canonical which one.
Mm-hmm.
This one will actually have a voice actor. It'll be like canonically female. And the co-op person that you play as is actually the president's son.
Oh.
I think it's his son.
Plot twist.
That you see in the trailer. Speaking of the trailer, the main villain is played none other than, sorry for butchering this name, Giancarlo Esposito, who you might know from Breaking Bad. He played Gustavo Fring and a whole bunch of other movies. He is just such a great villain character in almost everything he plays.
So I guarantee you this villain in this new game is going to be one of the top-notch, baddest villains of all time.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, from all the trailers and all the promotional stuff, he's just already done a great job, and I can't wait to play it.
Can't either. I'm going to go pre-order it after this. Alrighty, guys. Well, you heard it there. We talked about everything, anything, and all things. Thank you so much for watching this. Comment, like, and subscribe if you would please. And enjoy the rest of your HOCO weekend.